The Positive Side is presented by Infinity of Scottsdale. For over 20 years, Infinity of Scottsdale continues to provide the finest Infinity sales and service. Visit infinityofscottsdale.com. Welcome to The Positive Side, where I'm going to bring you a little bit of life, sports, and entertainment. So sit back and relax. It's showtime. Welcome to the positive side of sports and entertainment. Hi, I'm your host, Roy Garibaldi, and you got it right. I'm right here at my favorite place away from home. It's Phoenix International Raceway, and just the sight of these donuts, the victory donuts that was left here by Casey Kane, and that's what makes this place so exciting. But what happens to a lot of the drivers when they're away from the track? Well, I can tell you this, the Subway Fresh Fit 500 man himself, Carl Edwards, was not only out to get a golf lesson from a PGA Tour player, but also find out about an antique that Bubba Watson from the PGA Tour has added to his collection.
This thing is sweet. Yeah. So you just drive this around?
Well, I just got it. So this is I drove it Monday. I got it home that night, and the next day I flew out. So.
This is a for real one that they used in the show.
Yeah, so right here. You see oh, sorry.
Is it bent?
See right here where it says Lee 1. So
yeah.
These are the original, and then the parking sticker over there on the windshield. See, it's still the crack where it landed for the opening credits. Windshield, it's got a parking sticker.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so the inside it all bent up, and they had to try to fix it.
That's the problem. That's what I never understood about when I was a kid. I was like, whoa, you know, they'd go to commercial, car be flying through the air, it'd land, the hood would bend up, you know, and the frame's bent, and then it's like it ran perfectly after that for the rest of the show, like, no problem. So
well, look, because you can see right here, like it's got the roll cage, and they took out the back seat. It used to have concrete on there for jump mode. And,
so it would balance better?
So what it did is, when you start thinking about, well, you know more than I do about cars.
I've jumped a couple cars.
When you jump, so it needs to weight it down so that it'll look pretty,
right?
Instead of just nose straight down in the ground. So that's what it's for. And they obviously they took out the so they can jump in and out of it.
Yep. Yeah, you don't want to catch your Levi's on there.
Yeah.
Dude, this is for real.
Yeah, no, it's...
I'm a golf fan now. This is unreal. You're my man. You drive the General Lee around. Have you jumped it yet?
No.
You want to go jump it?
I would. You drive though. You have more control.
No, I don't. I've probably crashed more cars than anyone out here.
Yeah, that is true.
You know.
Well, hopefully you don't, but.
So does the horn do the?
Yeah.
Let me hear the horn.
They put the horn in a special spot.
That's awesome, dude. That is killer. It's like every kid's dream.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I told my wife, and somehow she let me buy it.
She was cool with that?
Yeah.
Did you actually ask permission, or did you just buy it?
No, I did. She was with me. We went to the auction on a Wednesday, and then it came up on auction on Saturday. So we went back on Saturday, and she approved.
Okay, so let me get in the mind of Bubba Watson here. Okay. So on Wednesday.
Please don't touch the paint.
I'm sorry about that.
No.
So, in the mind of Bubba Watson, the great golfer.
Is it all right that it says 01 and not?
Oh no, that's cool. That's fine.
Just check.
So I tried to get 01. They'd only give me 99. You went to Barrett Jackson car auction on Wednesday, and you saw the car, and then you went home, and each night you went to bed thinking about this car. Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, and you came back on Sunday and bought it.
I came back on Saturday night. I came back, and there was a lot of articles. There was a lot of media around it saying that it was going to go for a lot of money.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to make a bid on it, just to say I tried to get it. Yeah. And when I made a bid at $110,000, everybody quit bidding on it. And so for me, it was a dream come true.
So you gave them that stare that said, "I'm taking this home," and they all just quit.
I just stood up, and everybody was scared, I guess.
Good job. Good work. They know how much money you guys make.
Yeah, exactly. No, they felt sorry for me.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Didn't have such a good day that last tournament.
Exactly.
This is reserved. Wait a second, dude. This is unreal. Is this real?
Yeah.
It says reserve parking right here on his sign.
I got it. I did it.
Reserve parking for who? General Lee.
General Lee, not for me, for the car.
That's unreal.
So it's the original engine rebuilt.
383 4-barrel. Oh, and there's all your horns right there.
Yeah.
That's unreal, man.
So, yeah, so it's set. It's set. You can see right here where they had to put it back together.
Oh yeah, they had to
messed it all up when it landed, and then they put it back together and set for 23 years in somebody's backyard.
Looks like you got a new alternator.
Yeah, there's
battery looks nice.
There's a couple things you had to add to it.
Yeah, those are important things to have new.
Yeah. Gas. It has a little bit of gas in it and some oil, so it's good.
That's important. Yeah, you don't have to check those since it comes with it. You don't have to worry about it. Well, I'd say you did well, man. I'd say you're the envy of every middle-aged guy that ever sat there on his mom's floor and just dreamed of jumping orange cars over bridges that are out and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I know I'm a little jealous. So you can take this sign with you when you go home?
Yeah, if they let me.
That's pretty cool.
Take the whole post and just put it in my yard just like that.
I'm sure we get one of those over at the racetrack at PIR. They'd probably reserve one for you.
I'll just honk when I get there so they'll know it's me.
Yeah.
When we come back, we'll see what kind of trouble them Duke boys, NASCAR's Carl Edwards, and Bubba Watson from the PGA Tour get into in Maricopa County. The positive side is presented by R&S Mattress, featuring Tuck Me In, where R&S Mattress is looking for some needy children to make a difference and give them the bedding they need for a good night's sleep.
Yeah, if the baby cranks, it'll be good.
All right, let's do it.
That's the key.
So do we use the doors or do we climb?
You climb. I'm gonna take my golf shoes off just in case
really?
I hit the paint. Are you climbing in?
Is it cool if I climb in?
Yeah, climb in all you want.
This is kind of like a dream of mine right here. Daisy's in trouble. We got to go make sure the bridge isn't out. And if it is, we're going to jump over it. Let's go.
I don't even know if I can get in.
So, you want to be Luke since you got dark hair? Can I be Bo?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, now listen. Can we retake this if it don't crank?
Oh, look at that. Yep. She's right. Radio work?
No.
Okay.
Just hold that down right there. Just push that in. Hold it down.
Dude, does the CB work?
No.
Dude, you gotta hook the CB up.
I'm going to. That's what I'm saying. I gotta get this all redone. Why don't you drive it?
No, you drive. I ride. I don't want the responsibility.
We'll just take a loop.
He did ask me if I wanted to drive.
I'll take you around the track.
We're gonna go for a hot lap.
Baby's gotta warm up.
You did well, buddy. You only live once, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't think I'd come to a PGA event and be riding around in the General Lee. This is pretty cool, dude.
Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm. Beats all you never saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born. Straightening the curves, flattening the hills. Someday the mountain might get them, but the law never will. Making their way the only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the normal life. Making their way the only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the normal life. Just a good old boy, wouldn't change if they could. Fighting the system like a true modern day Robin Hood.
Yep, that's pretty cool. All right.
You come out?
He's a pretty good driver. Oh, we cleared the bridge. We made it. Saved the day.
This ain't getting out this way. I ain't getting out that way.
This is not what I expected when I came here today. I thought it'd be all wine and cheese, and it's not.
A lot of old people with loud pants.
PGA golfers are real people, and they like cars, real cool cars. Well, it's very cool, man. Thank you for letting me be here and being a part of this. I know you have a lot going on, and if you come to the races anytime, be a guest of mine, and hang out, and we'll maybe someday get you in a race car or something, teach you how to jump this thing.
You know, here on the positive side, I always like to brag about what local companies do as well as celebrity athletes, and that's exactly what happened recently with R&S Mattress and Arizona Cardinals defensive end David Carter when they went out to surprise a family with some new mattresses.
As a rookie this year with the Arizona Cardinals, David Carter decided he wanted to help off the field in the community as much as his contribution on the field. Thanks to the help of R&S Mattress, who has committed to give away mattresses to families in need. On this day, the Sanchez family had no idea about the surprise they were about to receive. As Arizona Cardinals, David Carter arrived, it didn't take him long to start grabbing mattresses and making this one big surprise for these young kids. During this campaign with R&S Mattress, it was astounding to learn just how many families in our community sleep on the floor. This year, while Arizona Cardinals defensive end Calais Campbell was handling things on the field, his sister Keon was helping his charity and giving back in the community as well. So hats off to David Carter, Calais Campbell, and his sister Keon for the work that they're doing right here in our community.
I understand how important these guys are great, man. Giving mattresses out, man. Trust me. Not too long ago, I was sleeping on the mattress on the floor. I know how important the mattress is, man. It's a good thing.
This Giving Back segment has been brought to you by Aesthetic Dentistry of Scottsdale, bringing a smile to everyone's face.
Well, we've all seen NFL fans tailgating, but what about NASCAR fans? It's a week-long tailgate party because right alongside me here at the bottom of the mountain will be thousands of motorhomes for one week-long party. And when you're going to party that long and be stuck in one place, why not bring yourself a grocery store? That's exactly what PIR does when they have bashes set up right behind me in the parking lot with a full-blown grocery store.
As you can see, this isn't your ordinary tailgating. This is one week-long bash. It sure doesn't take long to figure out who some of these NASCAR fans' favorite driver is. From hot dogs to bulldogs, you never know what you're going to see at this week-long NASCAR party. When you talk about a bash, what's a week-long party without Bash's Grocery Store? Can you believe it? They bring the entire grocery store inside a tent at the PIR parking lot, and trust me, they've got anything and everything. And when you're shopping at Bash's at PIR, you never know who you'll run into, including NASCAR's Robbie Gordon.
Don't go anywhere, because we'll be back with a lot more fun right here on The Positive Side.
The Positive Side is presented by Burns Pest Elimination. That's right, I said eliminating. They're not controlling, they're eliminating those pesky pests with your satisfaction guaranteed.
You know, it wasn't that long ago that they were running a test on this brand new surface here at PIR, and the director of competition, Robin, how much has this track changed since they started laying some rubber and actually putting some miles on this track?
It's changed a lot. I mean, the grip, just like we anticipated, the track's worked hard on it with getting the tractor rubber in, but the grip is incredible. When we finished the first day's practice times, we had 34 cars that were under the track record from in the spring. So we're real optimistic about it. It's a great surface. The guys are getting used to it. They're starting to enjoy it. And we're in for some good racing.
You know, it's amazing when you think about the first testing that was on this track. I was talking with Kurt Busch, and he said, you know, Roy, it had to be 120 degrees out here. And we have seen a lot of different temperature changes, including this overcast weekend, and then all of a sudden we get a little blur to sun. They're actually playing a little bit of games with you, aren't they?
Yeah, it is. You know, nowadays tires are so temperature sensitive, and the surfaces being new. So, you know, the guys are going to have to build in a lot of adjustability into their cars for the Saturday's race and the Sunday's race. So, you know, it'll be a little cat and mouse game with the setups, but you know, that's what adds to the excitement of it all.
Robin, we've watched these cars throughout qualifying day here go through several inspections. I've heard a lot of fans say, why so many inspections? Can you break it down a little bit for us?
Well, we have our opening day, which you inspect the cars before they hit the track. And then you have one, you know, before qualifying, and then you'll have another one before the race. So basically, it's 3 inspections. They're a little bit different. The opening day inspection is you know, quite in depth, from safety to all the way to the template grid and things like that. And then once the safety and some of those other smaller inspections get out of the way, then it just gets into the regulating of the templates, the body templates, and things like that. So, you know, there's a lot of work, a lot of officials that it takes to put on one of these races.
All right, Robin, we're always hearing about violations. It's fair to say in any sport, every team, every individual, everybody's always trying to get an edge. But I think one of the things the fans don't realize, sometimes these penalties weren't actually, they weren't on purpose. I guess that's the best way to put it. It's not like somebody deliberately went and tried to tweak something. Sometimes things like that just happen.
Yeah, it happens. During you know, over the years, we've had teams that have had a spring that has failed on them during the race, and it's lost its height, and then the car winds up running low or something like that. So it's not always, you know, as much as the competitors try to get right to the edge, you know, quite often a part failure or something like that puts them out of tolerance. So we understand that, but at the end of the day, you know, we have to regulate the sport for the way the cars run on the racetrack.
What makes this so interesting at Phoenix International Raceway to be able to come to a track with a new service and a new configuration really made for some excitement for NASCAR in general?
Yeah, it actually did. I know yesterday I was watching the teams practice and get ready late, and I looked outside the side window of our office trailer here, and I looked down through there. Every car was up on jack stands. Every car was changing springs and working on engines and all kinds of things. I mean, it was at a fever pitch here on Friday afternoon. It was really cool. Guys were trying real hard, and you know, when we're winding around down, you know, every 100th of a second means something to them.
Remember this, when Robin says that they're trying to get things buttoned up for the rules for 2012, you know what that means to you fans? That means that NASCAR is always trying to find a way to make this race more and more exciting every year. You know, it's always exciting is to be here just days before race day, because where I'm standing right now is just outside a pit lane. The cars will pull up right here to the wall. This is where the pit boxes will be, with the crew chief and everybody else involved, tire changes as well. There'll be a rushing crowd of people that are VIPs and people associated with sponsors in the racetrack itself. And then of course there'll be motorhomes here, and these stands will be full. But I promise you this, it won't look like this, and the rush, the adrenaline that comes with it is unmatchable to anything you've ever experienced.
At a NASCAR event, your adrenaline is rushing long before that command of drivers start your engine. With the pre-race ceremony, the introduction of drivers, the late arrivals coming to that gate at the last minute, NASCAR has something for everybody. NASCAR finds a way to totally make this a week-long family affair. The one thing that you do see in NASCAR that you don't see in a lot of other sports is the accessibility to the driver. Just minutes before that command, you'll see a meeting and greeting with some special friends and family right there on that straightaway before they get in their cars and get ready to start them engines. But when they get that green flag, there's a lot more than getting around that lap in a hurry. It's that crucial pit stop that can make the difference between first and last. But there's nothing like being in victory lane.
Well, there you have it. The Subway Fresh Fit 500, March 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, just days away right here at PIR. And Victory Lane, this is where it's all going to end up from one spectacular weekend. I want to send a special thank you out to our friend Carl Edwards for always making a fun time right here on the positive side. So for myself, Roy Garibaldi, and all our friends here at PIR, why don't you go out and make it a positive week? Is each team has one of these for a fan to go by, grab one of these cards, and then this way it gives them an opportunity to get an autograph from the driver. Maybe he won't notice. $1. Get your souvenirs, $1.
Well, I don't know if I can trust you, but...
No, you shouldn't trust me. Trust is only earned, and you've never ridden with me, so...
No, and you just said you wreck a lot. So.
A lot. I bet I've wrecked a lot more than you.
Would you like one, sir? $1. You don't want to spend $1? Would you take it for free? All right, he doesn't want it for free either. As they're coming close enough for me just to touch a trailer here. Whoa, watch it, watch it. Whoa, 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 that was close. All right, that was too close. All right, here we go.
Yeah. You like football a lot? No?
You want to buy one? You got one. Did you pay for it? Hey man, he makes you look small, don't he? Dude, first one I thought was gonna hit. First one I thought was gonna hit the light. I really did. Oh, absolutely. There you go, man. Thanks so much. All right, you got it. This is for the Carl Edwards fund right here. He's had a bad season. He hasn't made a lot of money, and we're trying to help him out a little bit. Come on.
So, what are the chances of you guys making it to the playoffs?
Huh? Man, I'll tell you, Carl. Let me just tell you what. Nobody believes that you need the money. You keep winning, you keep doing what you're doing. I'm just thinking in case the bottom falls out, we got to make sure we got something for that fun for the kids. So far, Carl, all I got is $1. What can I say?